Imagine this. A ship sails into the frozen north. 200 men aboard, each believing they'll make history. But years later, when rescuers finally came, there was no one left. No flags, no voices, only bones scattered on the ice, and whispers of madness and cannibalism. This is the true story of the Franklin expedition, the greatest mystery of the Arctic, a tale of courage, obsession, and the frozen sea that swallowed an empire's dream. The mid-1800s, the golden age of exploration. Britain ruled the seas, but one last mystery haunted the empire. The Northwest Passage, a hidden route that could connect the Atlantic to the Pacific. Every expedition had failed. Ice crushed their ships, darkness broke their minds, and the Arctic claimed them all. But then came Sir John Franklin, 59 years old, a veteran explorer, desperate for one final triumph. He'd once survived starvation by eating his own boots. To him, this voyage was destiny, or perhaps doom.
May 1845. Two ships set sail from England, HMS Erebus and HMS Terror, masterpieces of engineering, armored for the Arctic. Inside were libraries, silver plates, and over 3 years' worth of food. 129 men aboard, confident, proud, unstoppable. They waved goodbye to London crowds, the world's finest explorers sailing into legend. But that was the last time anyone saw them alive. Months passed, then years. No letters, no messages, just silence. Lady Jane Franklin waited by her window night after night, refusing to believe her husband was gone. The British Admiralty launched rescue missions. Each returned empty-handed. The Arctic had swallowed them whole.
In 1854, explorer John Ray met Inuit hunters in the far north. They told him they had seen white men, starving, dying on the ice. They had found goans with signs of cannibalism. When Ray brought the news to London, the Empire refused to believe it. "Impossible," they cried. "These are British sailors, gentlemen." Even Charles Dickens called the Inuit liars. But the truth could not stay buried beneath the ice forever. Years later, searchers found a message hidden in a stone cairn on King William Island. It was a note from the officers of the Franklin expedition. The first part said, "All well," but below it, written later, a chilling update. Sir John Franklin is dead. The ships are deserted. We are attempting to march south. They had become ghosts, dragging their sleds through the white desert, dying one by one in the endless cold. For generations, the Inuit people told stories of ghost men wandering from the ice. They spoke of ships trapped in the frozen sea, of camps where the dead outnumbered the living. The British ignored these stories. But a century later, archaeologists realized the Inuit had been right all along. They had seen the ships. They had seen the end. Then, after 170 years of searching, in 2014, something incredible happened. Researchers discovered HMS Erebus, perfectly preserved under the Arctic waters. 2 years later, HMS Terror, found as if she were waiting for someone to come back. Cabin sealed, dishes still on tables. Time had frozen with the ice.
The Arctic had kept it secret until now. Scientists studied the remains. They found traces of lead poisoning in the bones, a result of the ship's tinned food and water pipes. Hallucinations, madness, starvation, scurvy. The men were dying slowly, some turning on each other, others simply sitting down on the ice, waiting for death. The Arctic didn't kill them quickly. It broke them, piece by piece.
The Franklin expedition was more than a tragedy. It was a warning. The British came to conquer nature, but they refused to listen to those who already lived there, the Inuit, who had mastered survival in the Arctic for centuries. In the end, the ice did not bow to empire. It simply waited and won.
Today, the ships Erebus and Terror lie under Canadian waters, protected as national treasures, silent monuments to ambition and loss. Lady Jane Franklin died never knowing the truth, but her determination kept the story alive. And somewhere beneath the northern lights, the spirits of those men still drift across the ice, a frozen reminder that the price of discovery can sometimes be everything.
History hides countless secrets, and we're here to reveal them all. Subscribe now and travel through time with us.